What's going on? I think, I think, I notice a lot of men today have a hard time balancing a life of happiness. And a lot of us do struggle. I find myself sometimes a little down, but I'm not depressed. And I think that in a lot of cases, you do have to find a sense of purpose. And a lot of us don't get that sense of purpose because we confused about the direction that we're trying to go in. A lot of us try to please the lady that we're with. You try to please so many people. You bust your butt, go to work every day. You try your hardest to balance this work life. You try your hardest to just make everybody else happy, but your happiness seems to be on the back burner. A lot of us really have to take ourselves and put ourselves first. I think, I'm not going to even say think, I feel in my hearts of hearts like nobody's supposed to be like that. I think that when you see women putting themselves first and a lot of the world try to make men feel as though that we need to be the ones that are walking around here unhappy. And I'm not talking about just relationships. I'm just talking about the purpose of sense of life, of just living and living a life of abundance. You don't always have to feel like you need to put yourself last. Because I'm noticing now that even with a family and just going through what I'm going through, I realize that when I put myself first, I tend to be able to think better. Because it seems like when a man is under, they say men deal with stress better. Well, not necessarily. If you live life and you think that you deal with stress better, you're going to realize that that's a lie. They got more and more men committing suicide. More and more men are going through situations where as though they feel like life is just not worth it. And if you notice that everything that you do today is worth it, because I noticed that when I do more stuff by myself, and like when I catch up with my boys or my cousins, and we sitting around the table or we doing stuff, we meeting up for eating lunch, and we go out, yo, we are really having the time of our lives. This is one thing that you see a lot of women do. You see women go out with their girlfriends, something that you don't see a lot of men do. And you don't see a lot of men do it because we seem like, we don't really be having a time because we be burnt out. We think that everything is about work, and no play. But at the end of the day, when you see people being able to get outside their comfort zone and chill with their friends, they are a lot happier and more wiser. Because a man that don't have anything, any way to relieve any stress and get his thoughts out with his friends or people that got his back, and he able to have lunch and just talk things out with people, he going to end up having a lot of stress, a lot of frustration build up. And you know what I'm talking about. It is no feeling worse than not having an outlet. I remember just being out of work due to an injury, and I remember just having a couple people to talk to, 2 people really to talk to, and it gave me comfort to the point where as though it made my days a lot easier. Because depression can take a lot of us out, and it not only takes us out, but it also puts us into a position where as though life can become really uncomfortable. And you know, when you have when you have uncertainty, it can take you into a direction that you don't want it to take you into, you know. So I'm gonna just say that if you need an outlet, hopefully you have somebody that you're able to talk to and they can help you, you know. So I wish you luck if you're going through it. But I'm gonna say right now, for the fellas, live your life, man. You only get one life. Don't let your life be lived on just thinking that you need to just be work, and you don't take care of yourself. Taking care of yourself is going to be able to help you understand what's more important to you and who's in your corner. All right? Peace.